going to be some of the worst weather that we have seen so far this year, and I'm curious. We have an enhanced risk for severe weather in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 30% chance for hail, 5% chance for tornadoes. They give us a fourth on the side. So we're going to be going over that here in a minute, but right now, I don't know why this is on this. Okay, so getting a little preview here. Okay, here we go. So right now it's pretty calm. It's supposed to be cloudy, but it's not, which is a bad sign. So if you go outside and you're like, hey, it's so beautiful, there's no severe weather happening today. Oh, that's where you're wrong. Alright? If the clouds clear out, that's going to allow all of that sun to heat up the atmosphere and provide that tight temperature gradient that we're going to need to see those storms develop, and it's going to unsettle the atmosphere really quickly. Alright? Around your lunchtime, it's going to be cloudy, 10 to 15 miles per hour. The high today, 78. It would have been nice if you didn't have this threat today. Alright, moving on. This is the overall thunderstorm outlook. Okay, you can see Tulsa is in this big, dark, almost brown shaded region. We do also have a moderate chance down here that is hail driven, so there's no tornadoes with that. But up here is what we're worried about. This area for Tulsa, Oklahoma, we are under enhanced risk, okay? Today is not the day to mess around. Today is the day that you need to be weather aware. You need to have a way to get alerts. You need to, no matter where you are in the day, like if you're in a classroom, just take a few seconds to make note of where that storm shelter may be if the time arises, and we could be seeing that today. Because this is what we're seeing, the storm potential. Isolated scattered storms to start with. The storm onset timing is around 2 p.m. And then we can see those first rounds of severe storms make their way through. So as you can see, around this time we are at a high confidence that we are actually going to be getting these storms. Alright? And then storm coverage issues, it's going to increase with time, and it's going to become a big linear, quasi-linear convective system, which I covered what those are on a different day. It's basically a big line of thunderstorms, each producing downdrafts that can cause really strong wind and 2 inches hail. Keep in mind, all severe hazards are possible with this threat. Hail will be the greatest. So we're going to see around 2 inches or more of hail per the Storm Prediction Center right now. Moving on, with the passage of a cold front that's going to bring those really gusty winds along with very widespread, possibly strong to severe storms tonight. All right? All severe hazards are possible with this one, including a strong to maybe a little weak spin-up tornado here and there. Damaging wind gusts are the main threat with the line along the front. This is a big deal today, all right? Here is our storm onset timing right now. From 2 to 5 p.m. is when we should be getting that first round, okay? 2 to 5 is not how long the storms are going to last. That is when we should be seeing typically when the storms are going to arrive. So that's going to prove to be a little bit. It's going to show some issues for those sporting events that we heard of earlier. And those storms are going to be pushing their way down here into the moderate risk down there. Today is going to be a rough one, guys. All right, moving on to see our weekend outlook now. Saturday, chances for severe storms diminish. We have about 5%. It's going to be 60s and upper 60s to upper 70s throughout the entire weekend. Overall, a pretty weekend for the exception of today's storms. All right, be safe out there today, guys.